Okay, everybody. This is going to be video 107, and I'm going to show you what I've gotten done, as I always do. It's not the most interesting video that I've done lately, but there is a lot of work involved in it, so I'll show you what we've been up to. Hey everybody, I'm just reminding you to please go and check out our vintage page on the website and do a little shopping on the website if you feel inclined. But if you haven't gone to the vintage page for a while, there's some things on there. Some of the stuff is sold. You might look at it, see what you think, and I would appreciate it. Thanks. Okay everybody, you saw that I had the plaster cloth on. I've kind of made a sloppy mess back there in the back, but that's okay. I'll straighten that up when I put the ballast and stuff in. But I have regular plaster over the top now, which gives it some pretty cool texture, I think. It's going to look very cool when I get it painted, and that will probably be later this afternoon. We packed orders. It's Memorial Day. We packed orders, or I packed orders this morning. She cleaned the house as we usually do, and I did this Sunday afternoon before the Indy 500 started because they had a 2-hour rain delay. So I had time to come out here and put this plaster on, and I really, if I get down here at level, I really like the way that kind of conceals the look of the track back there. I really like it a lot. And then if I put some trees along this edge right here, or close to this edge right here, and then on the other side back there, I think it'll really set it off nice. If I can find some trees that are about the same color as the one that's painted on the backdrop back there, I think that would really look cool along there. And then once I do that, and I'll probably go back at the same time. In fact, I'll probably paint the track right now before I even go inside. But I have a little piece of track, that little piece of track back there where I took the turnout out to paint the rail. And then I'll probably ballast back there. Somebody said, why didn't you ballast that before you put the hill there? Well, because it doesn't really obstruct me. So I can really do that anytime. But that's neither here nor there. But I will try and, I don't know if I'll ballast this direction or not, but I don't know. I'll see what I do, what I feel like doing. I really feel like getting some buildings out here, but I obviously don't want to do that until I get that track way in the back ballasted. This track over here, I can ballast from this side over here without messing with any of the buildings. I just need to get that little back section done that I'm going to see back there, and get that track cleaned going around there. So, and I have some track to paint right here as well. So I will probably do that before I go inside, but there's what we have on Memorial Day at about noon, and we'll see what I get done later on. Okay, everybody, here is the base coat, and I just guessed at colors. I never try and match anything. I just pull out colors that are similar, and I have a lot of colors that are similar. And I just put them in a, what the heck did I do? Oh, I didn't bring it out. Anyway, I put them in a buttered, I just squirt some out, dabs of some out, several colors in a butter dish lid, and then I have a container of water. I soak the brush down, I spray water on the plaster, and then I kind of just start dabbing the color on, and I let it kind of run and do what it wants to do. And then by putting water on the brush, I just kind of try and control where the color goes. And then this is now dried. It's only been about a half hour, but it's really dry here. The humidity is only about 1% today. But anyways, so it dried really fast. On the back, I made it a little bit dark just because it goes to nowhere. But anyway, this is what it looks like before I do some dry brushing on it. And once I do some dry brushing on it, then I'm going to put some ground cover on it. So I'll take pictures of those steps after they're done, and you'll be able to kind of watch the transformation. Okay, there's a little dab of white in my butter dish lid, which, by the way, I just got done cleaning. And I'm going to just show you as I go here. I'm going to try and hold the phone. I don't know how successful I'll be, but I'm going to try and hold the phone and do the dry brushing together. Now, for those of you who don't know what dry brushing is, you just want to get a little bit on the brush and then start getting some off the brush, and then you want to dab it on paper and try and get until it quits actually transferring onto the paper, pretty much, just till it's almost done. Now we can go back. You can go in and you can throw your brush back there on the back track. Hang on one second. As you can see, I don't hold on to the brush very tightly. But when you do this, what you can see is that it makes the ridges and things stand out and just adds more depth to your rock formations or your land mass, whatever it is you want to call it. And it's very fast, obviously. And you can see that you don't have to be neat with it either. Now we're gonna, and it obviously it doesn't take much of this either. Let me move my paper, and here we go. We're gonna start down here. Now, of course, I'm doing this before I put on the ground cover, and I have done it both ways, before and after. And I usually do it after because I'm too impatient to get the ground cover on. But this time I decided to show you guys how to, or how I do, not how to, because everybody has a method, but how I do dry brushing. And you can, and I do this on structures. I do it on almost everything. And I like to hit the tops of the mesas pretty hard, the sides that face the light. But there you have it. You can see what a difference it makes in just bringing that out. Okay, I kind of got ahead of myself a little. I didn't show you guys the black wash. You can't really see it once it soaks into the cracks. You can't see it, but take my word for it, it makes a difference. Before we went in to eat dinner, I brush on. That's not here, but anyway, I have a medium-sized cheap brush that I brush on the glue where I want it to be, and all I do is use scenic cement, but I brush it on where I want it to be. And then I just have some tubs here of different mixes. This is Woodland Scenes Earth. This is a mixture of earth and whatever that green is. And I haven't put any of that on yet. But anyway, so this is what you kind of wind up with. And I really like the way it blends together. And it'll hide that track back there really well. When this is all dry, and it's not dry, I'll vacuum off any excess scenery material there. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do right now. I need to clean some track back there, and I need to ballast, need to paint track. There's several things I need to do, but I'll do something. But this is where we are. Before I start ballasting here, I thought I'd give you guys another tip. Anywhere that you have to clean plaster off the track, what I do is I use a little bit of water and a toothbrush. And I'll give you an example of that right here. Now, some of the whiteness may come back, but I stained my track. So anyway, this is what you were seeing right there was actually really glue. It was the glue, the Woodland Scenics glue. But if we go over here, some of this has been painted a little bit. But you can see that I can scrub that. Plaster off. And if I had more water, if I had filled this thing up with water, it would come out much cleaner because I'd be able to rinse the brush out better. But you can see that I got all the plaster off the track over there. I still don't have it off in the back, and I'm going to start doing ballasting back there. But I just wanted to show you guys this little tip for getting plaster off the track. Okay, everybody, as you can probably see, I have the ballasting done all the way around. To this point, just about this point right here, which is good enough. It's still wet. I'm going to have to wait for it to dry overnight, then I can stain it with the black. And we'll be good to go. I did wind up ballasting all the way around that corner back there. If for nothing else, just to hold the track in place. People won't see it very much, but anyway, it's ballasted, it's glued, it's wet, and I'll talk to you after I stain it. Okay, guys, this is, what is it, Wednesday. I didn't get a lot of work done on it today because I was working on this for Robin. And we had this tree stump from the very large pine tree that we took out here. And she saw this idea and I implemented it today. We had a bunch of cedar, rough cut cedar in the back that we've had from with the shed in the back, the cover over the back of the shed. Anyways, this is what I've been working on today. Okay, everybody. I have the ballast down. I have it all stained all the way around to where I stopped the ballast. Now all I have to do is wait for all that to dry, clean off the top of the track, make sure the switches work, vacuum any ballast out from inside those little holes right there, and then I'll be off and running as to setting buildings out. And I have a couple of ideas that I'm not going to share with you yet because that will be on incoming videos in the future. But let me show you what else I've done back here. Okay, if you remember, well, you can see where it was, but I took out the unitrack that used to go back here along the reversing track and used to come back and end right there where the scrapyard was going to be. But I've decided to move the scrapyard, as you know, over to around the engine house somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. I'm in the process of building 3 houses by Grant Line. It's an old kit. There were 3 houses in each package, and they could be built in different configurations, and I am working on those as we speak. I have the mobile home park to put back in here, and I want to put some buildings on the far side of the street there. And I'm going to have to find some more small buildings to put over here. I may only need that Dairy Queen, and I might put a street coming back towards where you see the yellow guardrails there. I may put a T street coming back this way that's just kind of a dead end. And on that, I may put the Tasty Freeze sideways there. I hate to obliterate it. I might turn it facing the road, just have the back of it showing, put a parking lot around it. I think it'll be pretty interesting. But the unfortunate part is along this road, I need to have structures that you can only see the back of since they face the road. And that is quite a challenge when you like building the, well, almost all buildings are made for their frontal view. But I'll figure out something. Not sure what I'll do with that little strip of track back there. If I don't find any use for it building wise or anything, I might put some abandoned track, just a little strip of abandoned track back there, and make it disappear into the dirt. But nevertheless, that track is gone, and now we have a lot of space to do stuff. I think I've mentioned it before, but I am going to small down one of the oil derricks. I'm going to cut it down height-wise considerably, and probably maybe deck-wise even, and put one back there, and there may be another one back over there somewhere. Not sure. Another thing I did was move the auction house over there, and I actually like it there. So that's likely where the auction house is going to stay. The rest of these buildings, I have no clue. This grain elevator has to go here because I built the siding specifically for it there. But on the other side of the street, where all this greenery and water tank and stuff are sitting, there will probably be a building facing the other way, and I might even put the Sierra Madre Packing Company there. It may go right across from the elevator. I'm not sure yet. I have to wait till I get over here, and I'm not ready to come over here. I just wanted to show you what was what some of the thinking was over here. Okay, everybody, that's it for 107. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, we're at a point now where I will be able to start putting buildings out there, start messing with the Pico 55, see where track is going to go, and I'm presuming at this time that all the Pico turnouts will be operated by hand, as they are on the branch line down there. But we shall see how that goes. But as you can see, I'm ready to start flying. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And as usual, thanks for watching.